Hello, welcome back to WK in the Community. We are so excited about this month. April is just got a lot going on in it, and one of the greatest things that it has is that it's recognition of volunteers for this month. And that's what we're going to focus on. And we are happy to do that because volunteers do not have to give their time. They're not being paid. But we see so many volunteers, not just in the healthcare field, but also there are people who are out there feeding people, and they're taking their own time to do that. So we want to make sure that we recognize and thank every volunteer. Some of you are even helping other families with their clothing, their utilities. I know that our church has helped a lot of people with all kinds of needs. So again, thank you, volunteers, for all that you do. WK in the Community thanks you. And we're excited about our program this evening because we have back with us Caroline, and she's from Kind to Kids. Yes, Kind to Kids. Let me make sure I say that right. Forgive me. And it is a wonderful organization. They definitely do a lot for the foster children that are transitioning from home to home. And we just appreciate you, Caroline, and your staff from Kind to Kids. And we just love everything that you do. We also want to recognize, and you'll see a little later, Emmanuel Dining Hall. We have Emmanuel Dining Hall in Newcastle and in Wilmington. And I have had the pleasure of serving in the one in Newcastle. And there is a wonderful lady there whose name is Sister Catherine. And you will see us talk to her a little later. We actually went out into the community. We're starting to do that now that the weather's breaking like we used to, and do some of our interviews and watch the different organizations and individuals being spotlighted in action, doing what they do best. And also we like to do it so that you know that these are resources that you can use for you and your family, or even a friend that's inquiring about certain needs. So we love to bring social awareness. We love to bring health awareness. And most of all, we love to give inspirational spiritual awareness. And we're going to get ready to go into our inspirational moment with my co-host, Pastor Wendy Singleton. So we just do not want you to move. We just want you to continue to watch this entire program because it's just an honor to be able to recognize our volunteers. Also, we want to always remember that it is Autism Month, and we recognize that it is a condition. It is something that we cannot frown on, but we can look at those individuals as being gifts. And I urge you to go on the autism organization in the internet, and the national one, and read more about autism. We do know autistic children and even infants, and so it is very interesting to see how they can do things that we can't even do. So don't underestimate anyone with autism, but know that they just function differently. And we just want you to be aware that it is their month. And we want you to take this time in this awareness to make sure that you look up all you can about them and get to know them. They are people too. Right now, we're going to have our inspirational moments by Pastor Wendy.
Well, hello. And we're so glad again that you decided to join us at WK in the Community. Today, we are just really happy to be able to share the good news. Even though you may think what you do is menial or not important, everything is important when you do it in the right manner. We all have need one of another. One of my scriptures today, which I thought would really tie into what we've been about and what we've been doing, was found in James chapter 1 and verse 27. And it says, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless
Yes.
and widows in their affliction and to keep himself unspotted from the world. You know, part of what we do like to help those who are widows and seniors. That's part of our work that we do. We also love to be a blessing to children. That's why we united with Kind to Kids, and we count it a blessing. You know, there's so much that people can do, and I want you to be encouraged today to know that you may think your gift is nothing. You may think it's small. Maybe your gift is just writing beautiful cards, or you know, just calling someone every now and then and giving them an encouraging word.
Absolutely.
Whatever your gift is important. Every good and perfect gift coming from the Father, and you should not take it lightly. You know, so many times we're looking at our children and trying to figure out what they will be and what's in them. Watch what they enjoy doing. Watch what comes out of them, because you'll find that there is a gift within each and every one of us.
Yes.
You know, and some have been cultivated and some have not. I had a wonderful opportunity to reach out to a very gifted lady. She's actually known as the Queen of Jazz. And I've actually been in her presence, not last year, but the year before, I believe. And she was such a blessing in the Women's Fellowship. And she came and she shared her gift. And her gift is to play that sax. And I tell you, today we hope that you'll enjoy, continue watching, because we hope that you'll enjoy hearing from Faustina Dixon. And she is a Delawarean. She's someone that I grew up with in my neighborhood, and she is just a blessing. So we hope that you'll take time today to listen to the gift that she has, and I pray that it bless you, that it encourage you, you know, as she encourages others. I mean, she really is an inspiration, and a young woman at that. I call her young because she's younger than me. But, you know, thank God today. Thank God for the gifts within. Thank God for the gifts that have been given to us to enjoy. You know, some things have come for us just to have simple pleasure. You know, music has a tendency to put us in a whole new frame of mind. I mean, you can actually relax with music, find yourself in another place with music, just listening. Praise God. So I hope that you'll listen today. And I just want to say, you know, we love people and we care about people. And I thank God for every opportunity that God gave us to volunteer.
Yes.
One of the things I love about it is the joy you get from just giving, not necessarily to someone you're expecting anything back, but giving to someone that maybe can't give it back.
That's right.
You know, I know they talked about pay it forward. Well, in a sense, volunteering is like paying it forward, because you're giving, not looking for anything in return, but you're giving what you've been given, you know. So I thank God for Volunteer Month. I'm glad we've had the opportunity to serve in various places. It's a joy seeing the people come and get food from Emmanuel Dining Hall.
Yes.
It's a joy every time that we get a chance to be a blessing to Kind to Kids, who is actually servicing children without parents. So again, that's part of our mission, to minister to the fatherless. And you could, in some cases, father and mother, you know, are both gone. So today, when you're trying to figure out something to do, keep these places in mind. I'm sure they would love to have you volunteer or see what you can donate to their organization.
Absolutely.
You know, we have many other places. Kimberly has gone to the blood bank to volunteer, and different church organizations, different events. During this time, there's a lot of need for help as far as helping with the COVID vaccine situation. We thank God for every open door that's been opened. And we hope that you'll take time to, you know, think about it. What can I give back? You know, sometimes we find that as we're giving back, we're not as bored, we're not as, you don't have time to really get into yourself, it's a great way to break out of depression.
That's
because
right.
when you give to someone else, it always brings joy. God has a way of blessing you. So you're trying to figure out, what can I do with my time? There's so much to be done. So we encourage you today to reach out and volunteer in your community. I'm not sure exactly what's in your own neighborhoods, but all around us, there's always someone that can use a helping hand. And God will help you through whatever you're trying to do. Remember, we can do all things through Christ, which strengthens us. Be blessed today, and know that we're praying for you all, and we're so happy that you continue to support WK in the community.
Yes, I agree, Wendy. If you want to volunteer and you don't know where to go or who to contact, you can call 211 and let them know that you are looking to volunteer, and they can tell you a list of places that are in need of volunteers. So again, that's 211, and we just want you to know that we are always here. We enjoy the feedback that we get from you. Please feel free to share the YouTube programs that we have out there. Every show is also on YouTube. Please share it, because we want people to see the gifts that are in Delaware, the resources that are in Delaware, and most of all, we want to give you some inspiration. We want to keep on inspiring you and encouraging you through the Word of God. Also, we still are taking prayer requests, so feel free. You can email actually wkgiftshop@gmail.com, and that will allow us, WK in the community, to get your interest. If you have a prayer request, or you're interested on being a guest on the show, or you're interested in a particular topic being discussed, please feel free to contact us. You can also contact us at 302-722-4627. We would love to hear from you. And you can also go on our Facebook page, WK Inspirational Gifts. You can see things about our gift shop, but you can also see some of the past shows and any announcements that are going on about WK in the community and what we're doing and how you can be a part of it. We also, if you desire to donate or help support or partner with us, you can certainly also mail us at P.O. Box 422, Newcastle, Delaware, and that's 19720. Have a great rest of the show, even if you have to go get your cup of tea or water or whatever. But do not miss the wonderful gifts that are about to be shown to you in this program. Just like she said, we have someone who's going to be coming, and that's in honor of Jazz Month, because it's also National Jazz Month, that Faustina is going to come and allow us to play some of her music for you. And then we can't wait for you to see some of the other jewels, volunteers in the community. We'll take a short break and be right back with you.
You would bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, that your hand be with me, keep me from evil, that I would cause no pain. Oh, that you would bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, that your hand be with me, keep me from evil, that I would cause no pain. No, no. cause no pain. No, no, no. Oh, that you would bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me. Keep me from evil, that I would cause no pain. No, no, no. Swift away. Slim, live do it, move. Bop, bop, bop,
Hi, I'm Caroline Jones, President and founder of Kind to Kids Foundation, and I'm grateful to be here today with WK in the community. Thank you, Kim, for all that you do. You truly are a blessing to our community. Kind to Kids Foundation was founded in 2011 to help Delaware children in foster care, poverty, and at-risk teens get the support and education they need to succeed in life. We actually began when our children, Chris and Catherine, wanted to find a way to help Delaware children in foster care get life experiences they couldn't otherwise attend. And that's how we started. We started giving out tickets and partnering with area venues and giving out thousands of tickets each year so children could attend Phillies games and Eagles and the theater and musical events and beautiful things that they couldn't otherwise attend. We expanded to education programs and support services, and since that time have served over 16,000 Delaware children in need. I'd like to share with you about our latest initiative, UGrad Academy, and it helps Delaware children in foster care to graduate from high school and go on to career, trade school, and college. And we have amazing results, really fantastic results. When we started the program in 2018 with 10 children, Delaware's high school graduation rate was one of the lowest in the nation. And now we're very close to the national average. Our UGrad Academy, however, gets a 97% graduation rate for the 3 years that we've established the program. It's one of the highest in the nation. And what we do is we take Delaware children, we pair them with an advocate, an education advocate, who meets with them one-on-one, at least weekly, if not more often, to help them with their education and gives them the resources they need, helps them stay on track, gives them guidance, intervenes when necessary to remove any educational barriers, and we give them all the support, all the supplies they need for their education. They get beautiful brand new backpacks, Under Armour and Columbia and name brand, beautiful new school supplies, and supplies for any school function or project they may need. We also give them lots of incentives to help them along their way. Let them know we're proud of them. If they've moved from a B to an A, or a C to a B, or a D to a C, wherever they are, we're letting them know, I'm proud of you, and I see that you're making a difference, and I see that you're working hard, and we celebrate you, and we celebrate your efforts. And with the support and the guidance and the communication with the child's entire support team. So we partner with Division of Family Services, we partner with social workers, we partner with the schools and the teachers and the foster parents, and we work together as a team to facilitate the communication and get everybody on board and help these children succeed in life. So happy about that. It's a fantastic success, and we're looking to expand the program even further. So as I mentioned, we started in 2018 with 10 children and progressively increased, and now we have 60 children in the program, and we want to increase it even further. Our goal is to reach 100 very shortly and do some really innovative surveys and sample sizes with the children. And use that number as a sample size for additional studies for the children. We also do Help a Kid support services, such as our My Blue Duffel, to help children entering the foster care system. And you see one of our duffels right there. And it's to help a child on what may be one of the most difficult days of their life. They get a beautiful new teddy bear and a blanket and a therapeutic book and coloring book and crayons and fluffy socks and some toiletries to let them know we care about you and we love you, and as a community we're here for you. And it's something that the children can take with them and keep as they go into their foster care placement. We also give it now to hospital emergency rooms throughout the state, all foster care offices, and we've also had requests from first responders for children who may be impacted by domestic violence or a car accident or any of these types of traumatic events for children. So our goal is to make sure that all of these important responders in our community have these duffels, and so we can give them to the children during what may be one of their darkest days and bring some light and hope into their lives. And the children come back and tell us how much it meant to them. We have one girl who is, she's now 24 years old, and she said she brings her blanket with her everywhere she goes because it was something that someone gave to her during what was for her the most difficult day of her life. And she realized that somebody cared. One of the social workers we work with said to us that she was able to give the duffel to a 3-year-old child who had to be removed from her home in the middle of the night. And the little girl was so scared and had no idea what was going on. She says, and then I could bring that beautiful duffel with the teddy bear and the blanket on her little legs and give her some warmth and comfort. And she held on to that teddy bear and the coloring book. And it helped her to let her know that we cared about her. So these are beautiful things we do as a community, and we do them in partnership with WK in the community and all of our caring members. People donate coloring books and crayons and other supplies to us, and we give them directly to the children through our My Blue Duffel emergency care kits. So we also continue our life experiences, our Give Joy life experiences. We are a designated, or if not the designated, provider of toys for Delaware children in foster care for the holidays and give them so many beautiful things. that they can enjoy and have beautiful gifts during the holidays and on their birthdays as well. We celebrate children in foster care on their birthday to make sure they know that they are special and unique and God loves them. And again, our education programs. I told you about our UGrad education program. We have children who've helped in so many ways. Children who are in high school who would have failed if not for our support. And sometimes it's just simple things like now that they're remote, they lost their charger for a laptop and they can't do their homework, or it's something bigger that they're having a major issue and they need more support and help, and they need intervention with a teacher to help them get through it and get some additional time for a test, or overcoming a difficulty while they need to submit a paper or something like that. We help children or young teens who are in trade school now. We have teens who are in college and we're helping them get through college. Many of them are the first in their family who've ever gone to college, and they need extra support. They need extra help. And we're so grateful to help them through all those surprises of dorm payments or extra school supplies or technology supplies, all kinds of things that come on, and guidance too to help them make good decisions as they move on in life. And then we also have our life skills education program. They're socio-emotional classes that teach children who've undergone trauma and children who are at risk how to overcome, how to think about themselves as a value, and to learn to love themselves and learn to like themselves. Because if they start there, they begin to make better decisions if they value who they are and understand that they are a valued, special, unique person in this world. We teach the children practical skills about what is a healthy relationship and how to make good decisions, how to problem solve, how to pick friends that are caring for them, and how to be a good friend in return. And then as the children get older, we teach them more practical skills that they'll need as they transition out on their own in life, like how to do taxes, how to budget your money, and how to get a job. So Kind to Kids helps the children now full spectrum as they enter the foster care system and now as they exit the foster care system. And we deliver quality, excellent programming. I'm so grateful to our advocates who work so hard each and every day, and I'm grateful to you, WK, in the community, because we can't do it without your support and our community at large. So thanks so much. Again, I'm grateful to be here, and I look forward to our continued partnership. Take care.
to win with
WK.
Kathleen at the Emmanuel Dining Hall again. We are here, and she's been serving now for
This is my 15th year.
15 years. Isn't that
Started my 15th.
wonderful? And still in the community, not just in food, but also, like I said before, nothing happens here without prayer. So again, we thank God for Emmanuel Dining Hall and the staff that so faithfully are serving.
I thank God, we couldn't do this without all the volunteers, without
The
all
donations.
the donations, committees coming in, committees dropping off food. There's no way we could even operate without your service. So, and this is an extra bonus. It's wonderful.
Thank you very much for your giving. And what made you want to do this type of work?
I've always wanted to work in a situation like this. We're helping, reach out to people. It's a pure gift to be able to do this.
Wonder. Well, we thank you,
It's not
sis.
like a job. It's really more than a job. It's wonderful.
Good.
Privilege.
Well, we thank you, sister, for all your hard work, even your workers. And we just wanted to bless you with these toiletries for those that come into your hall. And also the LPNs wanted to do it as well.
Pass our gratitude to the LPNs.
Thank you. I certainly will.
This is Malachi Singleton, Street Talk. I am so happy to be back with you again. I look forward to these times. I'm getting so used to you, and hopefully you're getting used to Street Talk and what we are trying to do. We have a great concern, amen, concerning the community. Tonight, my heart is a little heavy, and we need to talk about a couple of things. I want to say this. There is so much violence that is surrounding us, and a lot of it is involving where we have contact with police officers and law enforcement, our youth across the nation. And maybe some of you are feeling this in your heart like I am. I am praying for those families, and I have grief. I'm grieving with them for the loss of their young men and young women. And it seems as though that there is where we have brown, the color black and brown. It seems to be that there is a lot of violence and police or law enforcement confrontation across the United States of America and certain parts of our country, specific parts. And I'm sure that you have heard it in the news over the weeks and in the months. What I would like to ask you to do is, would you consider supporting every act and or program that supports where we have law enforcement where they are it's a reform act where they have There is one that is going through the government right now, but I'm talking about here in our state of Delaware and across the country. If you can support where it is police reform, vote on it, get a petition together. I want to encourage, or sign a petition. I want to encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you to do that. I feel that it would be so helpful if law enforcement, especially in the state of Delaware, and I know that this is going on across the country, but in our state of Delaware, there's a need for law enforcement to go back and be trained all over again. Every time a weapon is fired from a police officer should not be a kill shot. It should not be where there is a situation and a confrontation where there is an unarmed, especially an unarmed individual, where they are being they're being shot, their weapons are being fired 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times and more. When you fire a weapon 4 times into a human body, that is excessive force. And they have other defenses now. There are tasers that can be used. The first shot warning, or do the aim always have to be at a vital organ, the head, the chest? And if it's a situation where the law enforcer doesn't have time to think, that's why you have training. That's why in the military there is training, and in the armed forces there is training, because it trains your body to react a certain way. Okay? It's not like you have to stop and think about it. Your body has been trained to react or respond a certain way. So if you can be trained to disable a person without actually taking their life, there are other parts of the body that if an officer has to fire his weapon, there are other parts of the body that can be targeted other than vital points. Not too many young people that I know are going to be, or middle-aged, or whatever the case might be. Okay? Retraining, reform needs to be, because we need to understand that you can't afford to make a mistake and think that a cell phone or driving license is a gun that is being obtained within the inside of a car. We can't make mistakes and think that the law enforcement cannot make mistakes where they think they're pulling their gun and pulling their taser, and they're pulling this deadly weapon, that deadly 9mm Glock that they carry, and different deadly, very deadly weapons. There is a lot of loss of life. I have a vision, and I hope that I can have your support. But during the summer months, I want to have a crusade against the crime in the state of Delaware. And I'm trying to bring it together. And I'm hoping that I have your good wishes and your prayers as I move forward on that. There are certain things I need to get in place. And if we can pull that together, I believe that, that I can say some things and that you'll come out and support us and all of the good things. But for right now, unfortunately, you have to explain to your youth And you yourself have to handle yourself very cautious if you are a person of color. Make sure that your hands are always visibly seen and on the dash. Make sure that you let the officer know if you have to reach for something in your center console or your glove compartment. Make sure that he knows that you have to go into that area to get your whatever is in there, your identification, your insurance card. I even have said you can go in there yourself, trying to do everything I can do not to have someone think that is young on the force, and especially somebody that is young, just joining the force, haven't been there no more than 3 or 4 years. We have some that kind of like cowboys and everything. You have to be careful and make everything, explain everything. I need to reach for my insurance card. It is in the glove compartment. You know, my pocketbook, your pocketbook may be in the trunk because you just left the shopping mall, okay? And I'm going to pop the trunk. You can go and get it. You know, whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe, and make sure that you explain that to your youth in your family. We have to stand up and we have to protect the youth, our sons, our daughters, our nieces, our nephews, our granddaughters, grandsons, great-grandsons. However, let's use this love that we have for our family members, the males and females, girls and boys, sons and daughters, okay? And take a moment to explain to them. Make sure you keep your hands visible. Try to answer the officer's question. And if possible, have somebody on the phone while you are being, that's right. If you get a chance to dial your phone or hit that quick code you got in your phone to call somebody so that they can listen in on that conversation, it's good. It's good. It's a good thing to do if you can. I care about you, community. I care about our sons. I care about our daughters, all race, creeds, and colors, okay, in actuality. But right now, it seems to be, especially in our state, there is a lot of targeting, okay, people of color. Be careful. Know where your teenagers are. Know where your loved ones are, okay? And it's always good to pray for them while they are out and about. This is Malachi, Street Talk. Thank you.